Pound. Righto. Two minutes. Oh. Righto. Sound check.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Thanks, John. Good, thanks, John.
Awesome. Keen for season 27.
Wow. Who wouldn't?
He was old at season 1.
Yeah, it was too.
Just the one. AJ came down.
RJ came down. That's correct. And Fish, for that, one thing I didn't do. Haven't done, but anyway, we'll work that one out. Yeah, he came down. AJ came down. Bruce, we pulled the commentary card, and we allowed AJ to come back down the split 4 on the premise that he will do the split 3 podcast. Copped a bit of a hiding this week, though, AJ, which some understandable, a little bit of left, a little bit of right, but it is not a tough gig, as you can see. I've already left up 3 buttons before we even get 5 minutes in. Not an easy gig. It's not that simple, and a lot of people don't realise for an introvert bloke that he does a ripping job, and if he didn't do it, nobody else would. Step up
Swear
and
to
do
God,
it.
SDK is the most complicated piece of software on this planet.
You would know about complicated software, Bruce.
Look at it. It's just nuts. So anyone that sits in the commentary in the broadcast seat and wants to push those buttons deserves a medal, I swear to God.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'll take it. The only one I'm going to get, we'll call it the Bulldog Van Ree Cup. I'll take that medal. Thanks, Bruce.
Yeah, we sit in here and
It's
press
game
John's
over. We haven't
buttons.
even started the first race of the season. You've already won. Okay.
Anyway, let's have a look at this track. This track is a piece of work. We start at the start, finish straight, all the way down the bottom of the hill. And then we head up mountain straight. We start our journey where we're going to climb up 174 feet. 174 metres we're going to climb up. It is a hell of a rise as we head up mountain straight into Griffin's Bend. And then we come around where it really slopes up. And then we then come up through the cutting, through Quarry Corner, and then we crest at Reed Park. And then we come across through Frog Hollow, otherwise known as the Great, through Solomon Park, McPhillamy into Skyline, where we're at a lovely highest point altitude of 962 metres above sea level. That's when it all starts to go downhill. We go through the Esses, down through the Dipper. We go deep into the Elbow. Of course, that's where we find Gunter. And then we come out of Forest Elbow, down Conrod Straight, heading down into the Chase, where we're going to be topping speeds of about 300 k's an hour. Then we pull it up at the Chase, get it around 10, 21, 22, then come down to Murray's Corner, where we come around and back onto the start-finish straight. It is a sensational 6.213 kilometres. This circuit was opened in 1938, and it is absolutely sensational. Of course, Conrod Straight is 1.9 kilometres long. Mountain Straight is a massive 1.1 kilometres. You're not going to get a better circuit in the world. And we even have blokes such as Max Verstappen even talking about coming here and doing a race just because it is now iconic status. Let's have a bit of a flyby. Our great friend, Captain Will Wilson, he's been at it again. They've let him loose. This time he's back in the F18, giving the traditional Bathurst flyby a little bit early in the morning, but we'll take that. Car park doesn't look pretty full at this time. But anyway, you get that. He's done a cracking job. You can see the length of Conrod Straight, the rise up the hill. And of course, starts to change into an F35 and then back into the F18 as we come across the top of Mount Panorama. A big thank you to Will for that one. And of course, time to have a look at the grid. And we might do this a bit slowly and see how we go this time as we start with the 60-year-olds. The front row is occupied by 60-year-olds. I just don't know how or what to say about that. But Mark Peck from Mark Peck from M1 Racing sits in P1 with a 2:08.02. Alongside him is WK&P's Shane Patterson, 0.37 behind. So Pecky absolutely flying. Michael Hayes on the second row. That's a bit of a shock to me as well from Unhinged SimSports. Lining up beside him is Dave Galley from Southern Cross Racing. Kind of running out of teammates up the front with Boise and Power going up. Greg Harris, Moldmates and Sons is on the third row alongside Simon Black. He was a man on a mission in qualifying, and that was an absolutely good effort from him. Scotty Perrins is back, lining up on the fourth row alongside Mike Corraliff. What's it feel like to be back in the top 10, Scotty?
Brilliant.
Good. And then we go to the fifth row, Sean Slater. Rob Henry James Racing lines up alongside Kurt Heath from Unhinged SimSport. A 11th hour team change, which I think is quite interesting to see. We then flick the switch on to the 6th row where Mark Dial from Shadow Racing lines up alongside Vaughan Robinson from Southern Cross Racing. As we go over the page to Liam Latcham, first of our rookies, the privateer, sits on the 7th row alongside Dougie Wright from Old Mates and Sons. On the 8th row is Anita Buckland from Old Mates lining up alongside Shannon Morgan from Unhinged SimSports. On the 9th row is Braden O'Loughlin from Frog Leap Juiced Racing lining up alongside Craig Rose from Quantum Racing. On the 10th row, Joseph Grenshaw from Unhinged lines up alongside JP Courier. I've got the wrong team name. I'll fix that. And then we go into the 11th row, Greg Shelton from 266 Racing, another one of the new teams lining up alongside Darren Friend from Old Mates and Sons. Ashley Hall from Quantum Racing lines up on row 12 along team AJR's Andrew Johnston. Great to see the El Supremo on the grid. Then we line up in the next row, Anthony River from SLS Racing alongside another one of our rookies, Barry Cleaver from Cleaver Motorsports. And then, we have on the 14th row, Phil Marsh from Unhinged SimSports. Great to see Marshy out there having a crack. And he's going to be entertained by Robbie Williams from Player One Racing. Move on to the 15th row, David Baldock from WK&P lines up alongside another quantum racer, Mick Rudd. We then move on to the 16th row, Nathan Verney. Not to be confused with Vermey, it is Verney from Locked On Lads Racing. He lines up alongside Tony McLean from Unhinged. On the next row, we've got David Logsdale from 266 Sim Racing lining up alongside Dale Harvey from Unhinged. Then all the way back in 35th, we've got Dave Worrell from WK&P SimSports. And then we move on to Dan Page from Ratbag Racing, a little bit further back than where I think he thought he was going to be. We then move on to the next row with David Logstar from 266 Sim Racing. Start again. We then move on to those that did not qualify. Jamie Dyke was in the house as race control alongside Dave Coleman. Our new safety car driver, because Mandeep got moved on. We have Rogan Josh in the safety car tonight. Darren Freer didn't set a time. Darren Vermey didn't set a time. Some other Muppet didn't set a time. Ben Taylor is in the safety car as well, and Tim Vermey didn't set a time. That was the grid, boys. Quite a few on it.
Yeah, big grid.
Definitely. Good to see Marshy in front of Bulldog.
Yeah, it was good to see Marshy in front of Border. Good to see Marshy was actually doing very well last night. I thought I was pretty impressed with the pace he had.
I
And
thought it
been
was
doing
great
good.
qualifying from Anita too to be in 15.
I was about to comment on that.
Definitely.
Yeah, she's done very well.
yeah, she drives wrong one. She drives very well, Anita. In that
One thing
sense.
I've got to say, split 4 with some of those names in it, it's definitely not the bottom split, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know, Bruce. I know. I get accused of sandbagging. You have to tell everybody.
I don't mean that. I mean, like guys like Pecky Koroff, you know, that Dial guy, Scotty Perrin's previous winner in one of the higher splits. Like, there's some serious competition at the front of this field now. So,
Yeah, Greg Harris.
we should start calling them Iggy, Biggie, Bobble, and Pop, not 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I swear to God, front of split 4, you're going to be, probably back a split 2, I think.
Definitely.
As a new driver, Liam Latcham was quite quick as well. So good to see one of the new guys out there doing fast laps.
Yeah, no, he did very well. And, of course, you can't quaff at a few of these blokes. Like, Greg Harris, same thing again, got plenty of pace, sitting up there in 5th. Kurt, the good seeing back towards the front again. He sort of dropped away halfway through last season. And, yeah, it's just really interesting split. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it rolls out. And you know what that means, don't you? Anita loves Bathurst. That's good. And, of course, I have to love-hate. Yeah, Fish has to love-hate. It's just down the road, Fish. We'll sort that out next weekend, Fish. We'll change that. And we might just light the wick on this one and get it going, boys. What do you reckon?
Sounds good.
Is it happening?
Let's go.
And Pecky's got away with a great jump there, but a good start from Patterson on the outside, tucks in, and it looks like we're going to settle in with Peck, Patterson, Hayes and Galley. Followed by Harris, Perrins, Coraliff. No one making any big moves on the start there. Vaughan Robinson up one spot. Interesting to see Van Ree has gone from the last spot on the grid straight into pit lane to fill up. Keep an eye on that strategy. Something a bit different.
Hopefully it pans out for him.
Of course, the other thing to note too, first time out in the Camaro for Van Ree. As Peck is pulling away very well. Pato under a bit of pressure from Hayes and Galley.
Yeah, I think Pecky does more laps of this track than anyone else in the league. He jumps in a league that does it, I think, every night of the week. So he jumps in at a fair bit.
He's definitely showing right now.
Good to see Pato's hard work's been paying off.
Yeah, definitely.
Showing pace that he normally has.
He's done well. Nicely tucked in. Pecker's cleared out. As we head down into the chase for the first time. There's plenty of new looking liveries as well. Great to see them. That might go a bit further back. A few boys, Darren Friend back out there again. Up on with Dave Worrell. Speaking of retro, running the retro livery.
I believe there was a retro round. I'm just, someone was saying you mentioned
We didn't.
it last
No,
week,
we didn't. We didn't. It wasn't a league retro round.
Okay. No, that's
Probably should have been, but slipped my mind with everything else going on. Worrell here having a bit of a look on Tony McLean. Not going to quite get it done. Queen goes wide, comes back in on him, and that is well in the wall. Oh no, that is the front end ripped off that car. He's going to get it to try and steer straight. And I'm getting cues. I've got two different levels of sound coming out of my screen. I've turned on the desktop audio. I've got iRacing sound, so I should have sound, Vaughan, so I'm not sure what's going on. If everyone else hasn't got it, please let us know. As we jump back up towards the front. Pecky is cleared out by 3 seconds already. Pato's getting a bit of a gap on Hayes. Dave Galley and Greg Harris tucked in behind Hayes here.
I've got sound.
Yep, these two won't let me go. New livery for old mates is looking good.
Yeah, they are looking very good, old mates. Pecky does a 2:08.8. Nearly a second quicker than Patterson. Guys, this is Pecky's go-to track. Like, you know, every time he jumps in the sim, he's here. He does Von Bibra. This is where he lives. He lives in the sim world of Bathurst. Escapes Darwin for a cooler, more temperate climate. He
gets quite tricky. He gets quite cheeky on this track.
Yeah. That's why I always say it. Bathurst isn't a fair assimilation to know where someone's at for a championship. You got guys who love it. You got guys who hate it. You got guys who have a love-hate relationship with it. You got guys that just get bitten by someone else.
It's a tough track, long track,
Yeah.
easy to make a mistake.
Yep, I rarely survive it.
It's just the simple things, the locking of a brake, in the wrong area, and it's not like it's recoverable. Walls everywhere.
Yep.
It doesn't take much to right the front end off a car.
I think I survive it more than but it's, yeah, as I say, Mickey's been there before a lot. This is another track that I've been a lot at. So it's a good track. I like it.
Great track if you can do it well.
Let us know if
depends on who you've got round you.
Let us know if it's any better, Anthony. I turned one lever up, trying to compensate before. Might have been someone else's problem, not mine.
Is that a safety car out on track?
No?
No.
No, I think he might be finally coming down off the tree there. He was up the top.
Okay. Yeah, the SDK threw me for a second. I seen him.
Yeah, he was sitting up there. He's hiding. And
So I've got some personal numbers. I'm sure everyone else in the league is similar. I have personally driven 3,872 virtual laps of this track.
you get a life, Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pecky and Scotty probably did that in one day.
probably.
Yeah, about that.
Greg Shelton there racing for T66. And gets a little loose.
Oh,
Keeps it off the wall. Nicely done.
finally show his lovely paint job and you pick a corner that he loosened.
I just want to see the side of the car.
Nice little pass there.
Pulling up here.
And a bit of a battle.
Ooh, too wide across the mountain.
You want to talk about getting alive? Now, I'm sure Scotty Perrins has got a higher number than me, but since I started tracking in Garage 61, do you want to guess how many hours I've spent in sim? Now, I'll include race control and everything like that, but do you want to have a guess?
5,000 hours.
Oh,
Come
a
on,
bit
I really
loose.
think
Oh,
it's-
contact.
So
Very
we don't
lucky.
go side by side. Yeah, you never go side by side across the top.
Oh,
Just think
well,
of
it's
that.
Simon Black.
I'm black though.
He was a man on a mission last night.
That he was.
Vaughn's having a bit of a look here. Bit of a sneaky look. Full noise. Looking a little bit of a wee might have come out of Mark Dial during that moment.
No,
I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
Oh, he's got to run. He's got to run. He's making the move down the inside. Yeah, he's lifted. He's gone in, no problem. Only question is, has he gone in too hot? Yes, he has.
Oh, Vaughn's gone a bit wide.
No.
I kept it on the track.
Oh, hey.
A bit of snooker going on.
Good to see
Yeah,
it stuck
that's-
to the side of the track.
That's so easy to do. Going on that narrow line, you've got to break it a little bit earlier, but not too early so that the person gets around you. If you don't practice, it's super hard to judge. Meanwhile, going up mountain straights.
Now I got new advice for the chase on Wednesday night from John Layton and improved a shit ton in that.
So Picky out with a 4-second lead. So the answer, which no one guessed, currently it's telling me I've driven 454 hours and 38 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's scary.
6,397 laps. So half my laps have been at Bathurst. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's the amount of hours just for Bathurst, was it?
No, that's total. No, sorry, that was last year. Jesus Christ.
I was going to say, someday Scotty will be on it for 6 or 8 hours in one day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
2022 was 727 hours. Jesus Christ. So So where's my total? My total's going to be scary.
So the boys in the chat were saying that the sound
Yeah, I've
sounds a bit
sorted
like
it.
we're in a tunnel.
Yeah, I've sorted it.
Cool.
I've got desktop audio as the backup. When someone said there was no iRacing sound, I pushed the desktop audio up, but I did have iRacing sound, so issue was not with me.
Okay.
But it created the tunnel effect, the double stereo effect for everybody else.
Yeah.
Shouldn't
So
be
at this
looking-
point, Free is 14 spots up.
He's
I
moving.
shouldn't be
11
look-
up.
Doing
I
very
shouldn't be
well.
looking at these numbers. The Gen 2 Mustang, 1,146 hours.
That's a bit. As someone just said, though, Bruce, it was 2022 was COVID.
Oh my god. And Gen 3 I've done 187. So there you go. That's the difference. 400 hours in Gen 3 versus almost 2,000.
Scotty's coming under a bit of pressure here.
Speaking of Scotty, welcome back, mate.
Thanks, Bruce.
You got your ass back in the sim full time again?
Yep.
I'm not surprised at all.
Not getting out of it now. Spent too long out of it. Mrs. has a different
Mrs. has a different view, though.
yeah. Jan Hobart will be on in 24/7.
Trout's having a good look at you now. And Blackie's over the back of him. I thought he was going to have a go at him then. That would have been a tricky
He was a
place
man
to
possessed
make.
last night.
Even after the race, there was a lot of chatter going on until the wee hours of the morning with John Latham and Simon Black. They were
Good conversation.
pedals.
Gary's asking if I could take us through a lap. I actually think that Dan should take us through, being his first night in here.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
nothing like putting a bit of pressure on.
give it a minute. Plenty of time. Long race ahead. But he's got to run here. Got to run. Has a look. Oh, he's driving like a man possessed.
Very nice.
Got it done. Galley's out of there. He's had enough.
Galley in for the early stop. You other little battles. Darren Freer up 15. Nathan Verney up 7. Poor old Darren running a bit of a solo campaign with Bruce Galloway going up the split 3.
A few of those teams lost well, didn't lose a few members, but they
It's split up.
promoted and yeah.
Crenshaw looking to make a move on Rose. Like a little battle there.
There's some great
Why
battles
is
up
he-
and down.
Why does he see Joseph so far back down the field?
Oh! Aye! Someone went really deep in the elbow. That is
Yeah,
not good.
position to be in there.
Oh!
That was a move.
That was a
Well, that's an
move.
even worse awkward position to be in.
Yeah.
And there's a bit happening everywhere.
Oh, that's just around the corner.
That's around the corner here. That's Simon Black.
That's black.
That pony's only got 3 wheels.
Car is not in good shape.
Someone taking to the grass. trying to work it backwards.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to help.
There's Bulldog.
done well.
Bulldog's always on the scene somewhere.
He's made it better.
He's got it off the track. That is a smart move. Back it up there. Why do we have a safety car? I could easily pull that out off the road there.
It's literally parked in the driveway.
Exactly.
Me and Simon got tangled up there.
You and Simon. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was.
How bad was your car after that, Scotty?
My wheels a bit bent.
And safety car sitting at the end of the lane there. And we have the new Porsche Cup car. Sponsored by Project Fade. A new sponsor as well on board for this season. And a new car. Apparently the McLaren wasn't fast enough. So they wanted to get the Porsche so they could go faster. Apparently.
Nice.
Well, if you want to go faster in the Porsche, come and race the supports on a Wednesday night, starting next week.
Exactly.
Sign up as open this evening.
Get involved.
I mean,
Great little league that Brucey, well not league, great little support series that Bruce runs.
And if nothing else, it gives a nice little bonus to the Bale and Stewart Foundation.
certainly does.
Becky, our race leader. We dare say there'll be a big dive into the pits. So we'll see how this rolls out for Dave Galley. Like 8 laps in.
Lead.
Yeah. 7-second lead. Yeah.
But to call in Pecky,
And he's over 60, mate. Blake's only 66. So really, what are the rest of us doing?
who's calling?
He's
Leaping?
going to fuel up and be out before the rest of us even make it into the lane.
Those people that pitted early, John, they are likely to get a decent little cut here.
Yeah.
The safety cars out.
Yeah. We only got to put 20 litres in for the stop. Yeah, may as well. Just going to stop and take tyres. Well, 29th at the moment, up 13 spots.
And what are our fuel numbers like, John?
Pretty good.
Can we see pit lane time?
We'll show that when we get going, yeah.
Mr. Hayne.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Hello,
David,
mate.
how are you?
RaceKraft V8 Vets fans and Mount Panorama fans and race fans.
And our Split One commentator fans.
Mike Orleth fans, Mark Dial fans.
How are you, David?
Spectacular. I just thought to check in on, what's happening a day after a great round of V8 Vets kicking off a new season.
Split 4 boys are showing their wares. Up to our first safety car at lap 8.
I was honestly thinking, who has got the iRacing commentator voice changer on? Your voice is so ubiquitous when it comes to broadcasts, David.
They are all unique
Safety car.
voices.
Safety car's pretty ubiquitous at Mount Panorama, it seems, across splits.
There it is.
Yeah.
And while we're under safety car, let's go back and have a very quick look at, of course, the great incident that occurred there with Simon Black. Going to go the Chook Raffle rewind. And you can see Blackie coming down into Forest Elbow. Harris there. He's about to do the big dive across the track. Scotty Perrins locks it up.
Oh.
Gets taken out really wide. Opens the door up for Black. Black's going to take the inside line here. Perrins tries to get control. And the drone cam here, sitting on here, drag race down Conrod out of the elbow. The Black holds the straight line there. Perrins starting to drift across, clips the back of Black's car, and hasn't put your foot on the brakes yet, Scotty. And the two of them gets a little bit of a nudge there from Kurt. And now we go into synchronised spinning. Gotta say, Scotty, you did it better than Simon.
Definitely.
Look at this formation crisscross. I think I'll give that a 9.5. The Russian judge has given that a 10. Definitely a fair bit happening there.
It's a night for all the commentators. How are you, Hamish?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good.
So, Mr. Parents, how do you plead on that one?
Well,
Guilty or not guilty?
guilty. Knowing that, how quick he was, how quick Simon was, I was going to let him go down Conway Straight. Because I've never really raced against Simon, so I don't know how he races. So I was going to let him go. Harsh word, but
No.
like he might have taken somebody else out and for me to gain 2 spots, but that didn't work plan.
So when we talk Simon Black, I always remember Richard Burns' rally, and then I always remember world champion. So when Simon Black comes up on you fast and the car's half sideways, yeah, you get the feeling Simon's on it tonight. And it looks like we may have one more lap under the safety car, led by Pecky Patterson. Mark Dial's up 8 spots. Mike Korolev's moved into the line. He's up 4. Pato in second still. Dougie Wright's up 9 in 5th. Hazy down
I took
3.
a full load of fuel.
I was going to show those numbers, wasn't I? Pit times, there we go. Sean Slater, he was in for a very brief time. He stayed for 45 seconds. That was a big fill. Anita was only in for 17. Kurt Heath was in for 40 seconds as well. Braden O'Loughlin stopped for 18 seconds, so he went to short fuel. Shan Morgan's up 5 into 11th. Craigie Rose is up 6 and 12. Liam Latcham, the rookie, he's doing well. Privateer, he's sitting in 13th. Anthony Rivet from SLS is up 11 into 14. Up 9, Andrew Johnstone from the other side of the ditch for Team AJR in 15th. Joseph Granshaw is 16th. Darren Friend is 17th. Dan Page up 18 spots, Dan. Jeez, you might have to talk us through a lap after this. Robert Williams, he's up 9 in 19th. Marshy's up 7, 20th. Then we got Nathan Verney, another one of our rookies. He is doing really well. Yeah, Pecky's an old man.
He can still drive though.
All I'm going to say is his height doesn't match the age, but anyway. Dan Freer is up 18th in 22nd. The Luton Larrikin himself is in front of David Baldock. Dave Worrell is up 11 in 24. This was a car that was written off in Griffins on lap 2.
Doing very well.
Doing very, very well. We'll talk about him and Bathurst a bit later. Darren Vermey, he is up 16 in 25th. That is great work from Vermey. Dale Harvey is in 26th, up 8. Ash Hall. Scotty Perrins been in the naughty corner and he's back down in 28th. Some other Muppet sitting behind him, up 13 in 29th. That little 12-second stop worked well for me. Got just as much fuel as everybody else who did the 45-second stop. Tim Vermey up 14 for 30. Greg Harris is back here as well in 31st. Greggy Shelton. JP, he's back here. We've got to fix that team name up. He's racing with JP Simshed. David Logstall from 266. He's all the way back. Dave Galley trying to work his way back. I'm not sure how he got back there. That's had me a bit confused during the evening. Mick Rudd. Another one who's come back into the series. Another one of your teammates, Scotty. Tony McLean, another rookie coming in under the Unhinged banner. And Simon Black has managed to get the car going again with a repair. They put a fourth tyre on the wagon and it's rolling. And Barry
Big
Cleaver
names
is in the
in the
pits. What's that?
Big names down the back.
Big names down the back.
Mm.
Big names. It's a safety car. Should Bulldog.
I mean, poor Simon Black, someone, you know, blended across him. You know, Scott, you've got to hold the line. Love isn't always on time.
Yeah, that is one way to remember it.
It is a good way to remember it.
It's Plicky Bill Bulldog, yeah.
Yeah.
What does Pecky do? Haddo sitting behind him. Still saving
some
Bill.
of my fellow
Deliveries.
If you're some of my fellow teammates, they'd be stubbing out his cigarette right about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Whole heap of
Actually,
good.
no,
looking-
after the chase.
New good-looking liveries throughout the field as well.
I just love about this league how everyone really puts in the effort for their liveries.
I thought you were going to say to roll this.
If anyone wants a livery, send me a message.
I thought you were going to say everyone puts their effort into roll their cigarettes before they go into the race so they can have them in pit lane. Maybe that's just a shadow racing thing. I don't know.
No smoking in a
Yeah, I
hot
think it
pit,
is.
guys. Come on, safety.
We keep that for the NASCAR races, David.
And we're off.
And
He's
Becky's gone.
Yeah,
Got the
just
jump.
look
As they all
at it.
come
Out straight
through.
away.
Got almost a 1 second lead across the stripe. Jesus.
We had this in split 1-2 on every safety car restart, first and second, just bolted from the rest of the field. Really got a good getaway.
Look, it's a track where if you bluff them into Murray's, you get a good jump. Always has been, always will be.
And then if you overdrive the Hell Corner, then you lose so much time going down the straight. And by the time you get into Griffin's Bend, yeah, you're a second back. And then they've got the confidence to push over the top of the mountain.
From this point on, that Haddo became a thorn in my side. From here to the end of the lap.
What's that?
That was... Yeah, you'll say it was... Yeah, the lap times must have been... I haven't looked at them, actually. I was going to do that. The lap times must have been very, very similar throughout.
Curious, what was the track tip?
Relatively low in split 1, if I recall.
Track 10?
Yeah. The reason why I ask is because that's obviously a big thing at Bathurst when it comes to lap time.
21
18 degrees.
21.
So 18 degrees ambient, 21 track. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not too bad.
Static weather, Bruce. Not going to change it.
Yeah,
That's what it's gonna
let's not
stay.
complain about static weather, shall we?
And definitely a fair bit of pressure. Korolev getting into this argument as well. Knowing his nose, tucking it back in. Hey, mind
Good draft.
games already.
Draft for Bathurst is a lot more prominent. A lot of tracks as well.
Yeah.
In the straights, you can actually get some.
Length of the straight.
Yeah.
That's why I'm looking forward to the Enduro at Fuji, where you've got a similar long straight into a hard braking corner.
Mike and I were both camping at the Bathurst 12 hour the other week, and the whole time I didn't see him. From Wednesday through to Sunday I didn't see him, and then on Monday I'm driving home, 3/4 of the way home. I'm having KFC for dinner at KFC Warwick, and I park next to this white van, and I'm thinking it'd be funny if this is Mike Korolev's white van. And I go inside, and there's Mike Korolev having KFC.
In the chat, they're asking, was anyone on wet tyres?
No.
Glad you brought that up
Yeah.
because Dave Longsdale actually had wets on it one
Wets.
stage for quite a while. So if you're in his team, you might want to give him heads up that he may need to adjust some buttons.
And a certain driver who thou shall not be named qualified on wets.
Nice. I'm guessing they did really well then.
Something about getting match fit, apparently.
Okay.
Good way to make a tough track tougher, isn't it?
It is.
Certainly is.
It was back
Very
to
easy
6
to
hour
do
here next weekend.
if you have a button app to swap the compound over.
Of course, mentioning Bathurst 12 hour, Bathurst 6 hour here next weekend. 72 cars entered.
There's a rumor, John, that a particular German touring car driver has come out of retirement to race a Kia Stinger at Bathurst this upcoming weekend.
Ain't no rumour.
No, it's truth then.
Ain't no rumour. Class B1, car 33.
Oh, Arvita then.
Hello, Leute.
He just needs to make sure he doesn't bin you in there. That's all.
We head up Mountain Straight. 98 Mountain Straight Mount Panorama sold on March 2019 for 1.9 million. With 4 beds, 3 bathrooms, 5 car spaces, and a swimming pool.
Now you made that money back in one Bathurst weekend by renting.
That's
Pretty
that's
much.
well below Sydney average.
That's the crazy thing about some of these. You're looking at like 8-bedroom houses sell for
Yeah.
2.5 million, and you're like, but they've got land.
Where's that?
That's only 2.5 million.
Where's that guy who keeps talking about the videos of this is how much money will get you a house in Sydney and he shows you through it? I want to see him do this is what $2 million will get you in Bathurst. Which is a shed on a 15-acre block.
There's one down Conrod Straight here where the main house is 4 bedrooms and it's got 3 2-bedroom cottages for a total of 10-bed, 8-bath, 5 car spots. Sold for 4.7 million on 36 hectares. You're like, you're not that far from Sydney. And you're very close to Mount Panorama Bathurst.
Here we go. Simon Black, Scotty Perrins.
Again.
Again.
Back on.
I was going to say, isn't that one of the houses on the left as you go down Conrad owned by the owner of the Grove franchise, and it was actually races here at the 12-hour?
Yes.
Oh, well, Kenny Kabul bought one down here as well. It's just on the left about there. But I'm sure many of the other houses are also owned by notable wealthy motorsport enthusiasts.
Oh, Grant, then you had a house on Conrad.
He's down at Perthville. Oh, there we go. Black's making them move. Hello. Hello.
What's going on here, Scotty?
Hello.
How'd you let that happen? Come on.
Hello, Scotty. Oh, gives him a thud.
Love isn't always on
again.
time.
Oh. Wow.
Well,
Scotty, what did Greg Shelton do to you?
he didn't do nothing. He just got in my way.
Okay, Scotty, there's a thing called a steering wheel.
Well, I was trying to give him the pit to stir my black flag.
Yeah, but
that didn't work out pretty good.
no.
Yeah,
No, it
when
didn't.
you're going to do that, you got to think about that 3 corners before and be in the right place on the track.
Scotty, just so you know for next time, pit lane's on the left-hand side of the track, not on the right-hand side of the track.
Yeah.
Just for future reference.
Or inside the other car.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing happened at Sebring in a race last week where someone was coming into pit lane but didn't block the inside, and got dive bombed down the inside and still tried to turn into pit lane. So it's a thing at multiple tracks, including here.
It's a thing on every track set up for pits, isn't it?
Yeah. Dougie was doing a great job last night to cover his corners.
Yep.
Had a spotter and still couldn't find a spot around him.
Oh, well. Pagey under a bit of pressure as well. Renshaw and Friendy. Telling you, that white car's making you slower.
No, it makes it quicker. See, just aerodynamics off the white.
Yeah, but a black car, the bugs don't stick to it.
The back half's black.
Righto,
Most of the bugs
Pagey.
are usually on the front.
You're up, son.
Right, you are.
Here we go. Mr. Dan. Well, I'll go the other camera. Where's Gyro? Mr. Dan Page, lap of Bathurst.
Fun times. All right, making sure we get on the brakes a little bit early here. Get it down into second, get it pitched through. Ease on, try and get wide. And then full jandle. Send it up the hill. See head on the spring, looking at mirrors and making sure that no one's getting the run up the inside. About here into the brakes, get it back down into third. Try and just get on that as close to the ripple strip as we can without hitting it too much. Up into fourth for a second. Third and then second. Pitch it in early, follow the line of the hill. Get on the gas a little bit early, just ease it up. Into third. Then be clicking fourth. And then just dip it off there, just to be able to pull it around. I always use the ripple strip just to pull me right around the corner so I can get on the gas early. Again here, get on that ripple strip just so I can get on the gas a little bit earlier. Third, down into second, try and hug that corner. Big jab of the brakes, dip it in. And then back up through the gears, third. Ease on the brakes here, down to second. Easy to lock up just on that one. Keep it in nice and tight so you can feed the accelerator on the way out. And then full noise. Hoping like hell you haven't got someone sitting on your backside that can get a run on you.
Yeah.
I always try and grab this curve just a little bit. Then down into third. Down on second. Then feed the accelerator back on, short shift to third, fourth, and then early on the brakes on this one because the downhill usually means that she'll lock up nice and easy. Down to second, and then there we go.
Great lap, Mr. Page.
No, that wasn't too bad. I'm glad you didn't focus on
I reckon you've got to do it every... Can I borrow you for tomorrow, Dan?
What's that for?
That's good too.
No, yeah, right. I'll borrow you for my race. Every time Stewie takes us through a training session on the Monday nights, I'm always hitting him up. When are you going to drive for me? It's always, oh, has anyone got any questions? And I'm like, yeah, we'll jump in the car.
Slow car down and
Still all over the back of Pato.
Yep.
Yep.
We've lost
Fella's
Mike.
fallen off.
It's one of those tracks, isn't it? You follow someone for a long time, you only get a couple of opportunities to get around someone, and you can't get it done. You're just following.
Even sort of a couple of laps, I'll let the tyres cool back and come back a bit, and then see if I can have another stab at him. But yeah,
It's the issue if you try and make a move and don't get it done and get offline, and it takes you 3 laps to catch back up to where you were.
And these things feel like they've got almost zero bloody draft on them.
I found it not too bad down the straights. I was surprised. Most times I find that you don't seem to get much draft benefit, but I actually found that I was getting a decent amount coming down the straights.
Sometimes with this fixed set, people also get into the limiter in 6th gear in the slipstream, but I didn't notice that happening too much here.
Rosie coming along leaps and bounds.
Yeah, he's
been
improved
doing
a
well the
lot.
last few seasons.
He's doing well tonight.
Driving a lot,
Last
a
night.
lot more consistency in his driving. That's what I've noticed.
Yes.
And yes, Anita's right in the chat. Pato's killing it up in second place.
Oh, bit of a battle here.
He does have your old red mark.
Good pad, eh?
No, Mr. Rose.
Oh, Mr. Rose, right? Oh, so we've got another lot.
Yep, another life.
Worrell getting past Darren Freer.
Oh.
Making some moves.
I heard this is Dave collecting data for Gunter next weekend. He's got a little data pack for him to take with him to the mountain next weekend for the Bathurst 6 hour, John. So just hopefully help out the German.
Well, there is a video circulating of a certain Kia Stinger going past a certain Madison Down in a Commodore at SMP the other week. So, yeah, needs as much data as he can get.
So by that logic and law, that should mean then that when Madison Down joins V8 Veterans, he will be a split 4 driver.
Correct.
I was going to say, was Madison parked or what was going on?
I think we tried that with Gamble. We probably don't really need to
The
introduce one of them guys.
the Stinger is scary in a straight line. Problem is, you're not racing a straight line.
I was going to say, is it the 2026 version of the R32 Mustang killer of a few years ago? Because that thing was an absolute weapon.
I don't think it'll be that big. We're only in Class B ones. If we're an X-Class car, then I'd be going, yeah, it's a weapon, but it's only a B1 class car, so not quite a weapon. But, facing backwards. Joseph Crenshaw. That one snuck through the keeper. Someone coming in off the grass. I did get a public service announcement from Race Control. People need to learn how to come back on the track. Apparently driving back on the track in a 45 to 90 degree angle is not really acceptable. Where you need to plan your timing to come back on where you're not going to interfere with any other driver. And in particular, you're not going to upset Race Control. Just saying, quietly.
Set yourself up a relative.
Yep.
Track maps help.
Yep. Anything you can get to help. Apparently.
Angles are cute, but your rejoin isn't.
Yeah. So, jump back up with Shan Morgan. There's a good little battle pack up here. Pagey all over the back of him here. Peter Buckland in the battle. Anthony Rivet.
He's doing very well.
Done very, very well. Pagey having a bit of a look. Ski.
Got a few people in that position, but it's a hard one. If you don't get it right, and you'll end up sliding into the other car, it's carnage.
Probably a setup too that wasn't strong with the front end. Oh, Pagey!
Yep. I find the car tends to be flat in the back end, which obviously stops it.
That's all off there. That's a lap car though. It may turn in a little bit difficult. You're going to get the job done on a hot.
It's a good line to make sure no one gets to your left-hand side on pit entry, though.
Lap 19. Not quite halfway. Harrison Bulldog. Bulldog Blinky Bill.
He was doing a bit of that last night.
Isn't it?
Oh, I just so disappointed in Race Control with the comment that came back. He should have been DSQ'd on the spot.
Yeah.
That's why all these houses on Conrod Street and Mountain Street are so cheap, is you can't get fibre, they're all on NBN fixed wireless.
Yeah, that's not great.
Sounds like it's good when it works, but there's like a 500 gigabyte monthly plan.
All I know is you want, if you're going to live there, you want something decent so you can stream KO on about 10 devices.
I think you mean SimSpeed TV in 4K.
In 4K, yes. Nice Big J. The lads at SimSpeed, including yourself, Dave.
And Daniel Yeaman.
Yes, the producer, director of our Vets broadcast, does a great job, Dan. And I think if it's a reputable race in Australia, it has to be screened by SimSpeed. They do a magnificent job. I know how much work, dedication and effort goes in to do our Vets broadcast by the lads, and then they take that up another gear again when they do the Pro Series stuff. And of course the Pro Series kicking off with their Porsche Cup event on Wednesday night as well. So moving away from GT3s, going to Porsche Cup, and looking very forward to seeing some of the highly competitive drivers in that. So make sure you check that out on SimSpeed TV on Wednesday night.
Oh, he's having a
After you
look.
race the Porsche yourself in the support series on Wednesday nights.
You too can be one of the big boys.
I don't know how many times I had to go and help me out straight.
Well, Pecky is 10 seconds up the road here. A bit of a worry.
He's flying.
Oh, like we got good pace here, but yeah, it's just not going to catch Pecky. So we're resigned to, yeah, Pecky just doesn't exist, and we're just going at it ourselves.
Wayne Walker of split forward.
So this bloke's on a bit of a charge. He's up 21 spots, Simi Vermate. Driving very well.
Bloke in front of him's up 20.
Shh. Not talking about that. Tim doing really well. Driving good. Who else up 24 spots? Darren Freer.
And with a good pit stop time too, so you can flatter yourself a lot in the middle stint of these two compulsory pit stop races by having a short first stint. When you look at where they are, how many spots they're up, and then also how much fuel they've taken, you go, all right, you've set yourself up well.
Yeah, exactly it. Jump up with Rosie, chasing down Liam Latchford. Liam, of course, in the top 10 as a rookie. Peter Buckland chasing Rosie down. We're moving a bit further forward. Of course, Liam running as a privateer.
Nice looking car.
Yeah, running one of the HRT style Latchy's Garage, a HRT style retro livery. We got Garrett Heath up the road in 7th. He's up 3 spots. The livery representing his sponsor really well. No comment from Hazy.
Yeah, that's all right. We don't mind what you run. And Kurt's been racing with us for a couple of seasons now. He just decided to come on board.
Take the full switch.
Yeah, so hadn't really changed too much. He jumps in with us every week.
Yep.
A bit like Carl before he made the move. He was racing with us for a few seasons.
Yeah. Baldock is still upset he's not in the green car. Just saying. Michael Hayes down 3 in 6, chasing down Dougie Wright.
Still stuck behind Dougie. Dougie was covering really well.
Dougie in the top 5. That's off to him. It's only half race distance though. Still a long way to get home.
Yep. My only saving grace is he took 17 seconds of fuel where I took 39.
Drop back to this battle. Robbie Williams is being entertained by Gunter.
I reckon you need to take that car over the scales and make sure it isn't underweight.
Looking at the front end of Robbie's car, it probably is a bit underweight.
Yeah.
F1 allows teams to replace parts like for like before they're weighed post-race in the case of damage, but yeah, I don't know how it's going to do aerodynamically. That's the problem.
Well, the Leighton flyer, the Leighton Larrikin himself, Darren Freer, he's just poked his nose past him, so definitely lacking a bit of straight line speed is Rob. And he's into the lane to get that sorted.
On those tracks where if you do have aero damage, it
does hurt.
Definitely multiplies it on this one. Yeah.
And Morgan, still under pressure from Anita Buckland.
People in that 12 to 20th position moved up a hell of a lot of spots. Doing very well. Mr. Laurel coming back strong.
Yeah, he got bumped on lap 1 or 2.
Who was he?
Covered real good.
Stuart Griffins. Well, bastard maybe walk up here, so he definitely knows his track back to front. Hi, Dave. Apparently on Thursday night when you all get in the sim, this is where I'll be walking down here.
Looking to see if any new cracks have come up since last time he was on the mountain.
Yeah, pretty much. Something like that.
So are we delaying the broadcast for next race, John, or will you be back in time?
No, I won't be home Friday night.
Yep.
I'm not driving home 5 hours to do a broadcast to drive back 5 hours after it.
Oh,
sorry.
The vets community's heartbroken.
We would have thought you would have set up a little satellite and broadcast
100%.
from the mountain.
Live from the mountain.
Had a webcam on in the corner.
Darling.
When me and Brock had a 12-hour, we nearly joined the Zoom wall from the pub in Bathurst on Thursday night.
That's a good idea. I might try that one. That's an idea.
Get a pint and a point. Down.
Somehow I think we've got a team meeting at about 8:30, I think, on Thursday night. So
When are you back, John? Are you back for Monday, or are we doing a late week?
Looking at Monday, but it'll probably be 8:30 Monday night. But I need to make sure I get a replay and everything else. And just depends on what time I get out of Bathurst on Monday. It's a
So
lovely,
maybe a few of us should record it, so you got plenty of options.
Yeah, as I said, it's a lovely 5-hour drive, and relying on how much fuel I can get out of Bathurst before I head home. So. Anyway, fun and games.
Needers all over the back of Shannon there.
It's going to drop in here. Greg Harris, though, he's making some moves as well. Starting to fight his way back. He's caught up to Freya. Simon Black just lurking around to show the pace that he's got. And going back up the front, Pato still has Dial tucked in behind him. Becky's gone. Tyler's content to be there by the looks. Corolev's dropped right off. Dougie Wright is sitting in 5th, though. He's up 9 spots. Nicely tucked in behind him there, Hazy.
Yeah, been there since the safety car. Hadn't even looked like Hazy passed. Paint job? Yeah, Phil did that.
Very nice.
He did real good with the retro paints this week. He put that together within an hour or something before the race. You all need a Phil Marsh on your team. You just can't have the one that we got.
Sway him over,
No. There'll be plenty of us coming to your place with a bat to take some knees out.
It wouldn't take much to take these old knees out.
Phil's locked in there now.
I don't know, money speaks
Got
all
Dougie.
languages.
Oh, Dougie. Oh, he's been pushed. Don't know who gave him that little push, but he's facing the wrong way there.
He hit 2 walls before he got pushed.
Yeah, someone finished him off. Someone else in the wall.
To that bloke's defence, he didn't really have many places to go.
That's it.
That one was self-induced as well.
It's hard to turn there too, like you do the quick manoeuvre, but obviously facing uphill, it does not like to turn around like you usually used to.
Bit safer where he is, though. Bit safer where he is.
Yeah, definitely. Bad position to be in, though.
And
Can't
it was
see
great.
around the corner or anything.
Great for race control, though, to tell us he was there and to tell him to wait your time if you're going to have a chance of doing it.
Yeah, race control did extremely well.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
As
they always do.
Yes, no, yes, no.
You got to go up here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
You need to reset your music from last season, John.
Uh-oh.
Benny Hill.
Anyway, I'll tell you what the outcome of that is. Safety car. As the safety car is on track, he's moving down the lane. We are under safety car conditions. Peck is our leader. And seems I got forced to play the music too soon. Here we go. So Dougie, he was doing well, sitting in 5th at the stage. Nicely coming down and gets a bit hot here and clips the wall, comes around, faces a bit backwards, and then sits and waits for everybody else. Then you can
So this
see
is backwards number 1. Then we get reverse gear eventually.
So
and we
yeah.
go backwards number
Control.
2. Then we're
Caution
halfway
of the
facing
dipper,
the right way
caution
around
of the
again,
dipper.
get clipped. But backwards number 3.
Into the
So
wall.
we're still on
Go ahead.
number 1.
Anyway, that is what happened to Dougie.
24.
And that is what brought out our safety car, which is a perfect time for everyone to do their second stop.
This
Hey,
was when I
Peggy
was
in,
hoping to
Pato
get
in,
Pato.
Coroliff in. Someone's gone for a trip across the gravel trap there, but not sure who it is. Kurt Heath, what does he do? Did you short fill to get Pato, Mark, or not?
No, I was travelling down pit lane and I'm seeing him at the end of the lane and I'm thinking, I'm going to get him, I'm going to get him, I'm going to get him, and he just got out just, it must have been half a car in it. Bugger it.
So you need to be one of these 60-plus old drivers, like Peck and Pato, and you would have been wily enough to know how much fuel to put in.
Well, I had Ed there, and we worked it out, and I always put a little bit extra in. But one thing I don't want to do is run out of fuel. I'd rather, finish the race than sit at the back of the field and run out of fuel. So there's always a couple laps extra. So yeah, that's probably what did me in with that last 2 extra laps. I had to taken them off. It might have been all right.
I may have learned that lesson Ben last season.
Mm.
I lost 3 positions on the line, come out of the last corner, gas and shit. No more fuel.
Everybody lining up behind our Porsche safety car. Might just jump on the gyro inside that one. Oh, look, sitting on the other side of the car. To wave around traffic. Course safety car sponsored by Project Fade. Great to have them on board as our safety car sponsor this season.
Imagine my relief to learn that I pronounced it correctly yesterday.
I hope I pronounced it correctly. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Oh, goodness. Well, we can then blame someone other than me if that's wrong.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be told if I'm not right.
You're
So,
going to catch next week. I'm out. I'm going to go get up and go to work.
no worries, Scotty.
All right, there's Scotty.
See you, mate.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You
Catch
too,
you
buddy.
later.
See ya.
Yeah.
Definitely moving to Dougie saying thanks in the chat. Wasn't you, Dougie, it'd be me, so don't worry. Car that really wants to be ringed out, isn't it? Not very happy chugging along here at such a slow pace.
Pecky looks like he's paused to take off again and put another 10-second on the rest of the field.
Very relaxed.
You probably can be when you're seeing gaps of 10 to 12 seconds.
Apparently he's doing his hair to come join us. For some reason, he thinks our broadcast is videoed. Obviously, he doesn't watch any of them.
Yeah, he's watching it with a bowl of ice cream with
Yeah.
bloody...
Bowl of ice
You
cream.
get the same photos as me then.
Yeah.
Come in and have a chat with us, Pecky.
Right. Sure, Nanny, I'll let you speak. No wave arounds underway. Just hold that position. Pato in second.
Darren's done well in 8th, up 32.
Yeah, great drive
That's
from
awesome.
great drive from the Leighton Larrikin. He is on fire. Dial is in third. Korolev is in fourth. Fifth, Hayes. Sixth is Heath. Rose is seventh. Freya just talked about. Liam Latchford, the rookie. Nathan Verney, the other rookie, he's up 21 spots. Anthony Rivett's up 14. Worrell's up 23 and 12th. That's a great drive from him. Greggy Harris in 13th. Dave Baldock's up 15. Shannon Morgan is up 1. Someone else is up 26 spots. And I'm just going to do a bit of camera shaming. Wrong one. There we go. man, the myth, the legend. He'll know who he is.
Never heard of her.
Exactly. Who else? We got the Rivet, we got the Worrell, Greggy Harris, Baldock, Andrew John Stone. I don't know what he's doing there. He's gone past me and it's like, oh, I could say race control. I thought, no. It's like, welcome to split 4. I'm going to pass you all. And it's like, no, you're not.
Oh, so you just waited and took it back.
I think games of a safety car.
Race control were on it though. There was a little bit of that happening during the race, and they were onto it.
Yeah, they did a great job across board. Great
Well done to
communication.
you guys. I know my first season, last season, very. You don't know what to expect. There's a lot. It feels like there's a lot going on. Race control happening, cars all around you. So I've definitely been there in their shoes.
It's a very experienced crew we have in Split 4, and took a lot of convincing. I had to buy a few drinks, and there is a photo of me handing money to somebody at the Esses Hotel in Albury. But we've got good quality people doing our race control, and if we drive and treat them with the respect they deserve, and that goes for all splits, treat them with the respect they deserve. Even if they fuck up, they fucked up. They know they fucked up. Pardon my English. At the end of the day, they're not being paid big dollars to do what they're being doing. They're doing it pretty much as volunteers for the love of it. And we've got to look after them because they're getting harder and harder to come by. And if we keep carrying on across all splits like pork chops, we're going to wind up with no race control. And I'm going to wind up being in a situation where Vets is going to become an invitational series where I might only be able to run 2 or 3 splits. So look after them.
Don't want that.
No, we don't want that. And look after them and let the new people learn from mistakes and accept their mistakes and move on from there. So safety car has pulled away. So this Rogan Josh fella, he's a little bit better than that Mandeep Singh. Definitely has a bit more flavour to his driving.
Car.
A bit more flavour to his driving.
You're driving a better car than the McLaren.
Yeah.
True.
Has Mandeep sold any houses since he took on his new career?
Apparently he's trying to sell some place at 1 Constitutional Avenue in Canberra, but I'm hearing he's having trouble selling it at the moment. Mark Peck has control of the field here. Had a bit closer than last time.
Yep, closest anyone's been to him the entire race.
And stick with him. He comes out of the corner.
Just times it well, I think.
Definitely does. He starts well.
Wily old fox.
Next week we'll just take his Brewster seat away from him.
There he goes again.
It's done it again. We are away. Mark Dial under a bit of pressure from Korolev.
Accelerating away from the field, if you will.
Yeah.
Might have to have that car put on the pizza.
Yeah. Did he pass scrutineering after the race?
I'll measure the valve lift.
Sorry, I've got to play this for Dave Baldock. Hi, Shannon. After Baldock making that big speech about how he's going to let the guy behind him pass, but not the next guy.
I do recall that.
Pato under a fair bit of pressure here from Korolev.
Pato did really well just to keep his cool and absorb the pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Probably the pressure kept coming because we kept getting safety cars, which brought everyone back onto him.
Yeah. Because Korolev got the jump on Dial here. We missed that one.
Nah, that was me making a move on Pato that didn't work into turn 2, so... Yeah, Korolev just got me. Opened the door for him. But I think I do the reverse move in a couple of laps, so somewhere in there. But yeah, no, I messaged Pato after the race. He said it was just like you and Korolev just kept taking turns at me.
And I kept questioning whether I should back off a fraction just in case something went wrong.
Lap for Picky?
In case there was a mic check-up.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
I see what you did there.
That's good. I'll pay that. Mike's just showing the nose here.
Yeah.
Aggressive driving.
Yep, Pato just parking in the middle of the track. Going, well, if you want to go around, you got to go the long way.
Apparently tried everywhere.
It is one of those tracks, though. If you stick to your line, it makes it really hard for... You've got to put a fairly risky move on to get around.
Yep, this is where I'm praying for risky moves.
Well, it's a smart idea to sit back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not known to be smart. That's why I keep staying too close.
Oh, you're under a little bit of pressure as well, though. You've got Kurt tucked up behind you.
Yeah, he's not too far back. At this point, he was telling us he was a bit tired and was going to park it. And I'm like, yeah, but you're coming sixth. Try to make it to the end. Picking's already got 5 seconds.
Oh, he's going to get that easy with these guys battling like this.
Yeah. Yeah, Pato's got to cover the corners, so that'll put him a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did the defensive.
Oh. You got to be with the way Mike's driving aggressive behind him.
Certainly showing the nose.
Good defensive driving from Pato, held his line. Quite giving a car width there, smart play. Of course, these blokes doing this at 2:10 flat, they are absolutely hiking.
I mean, it's good pace, but I did a lap of Mount Panorama in 1:20. It took me an hour 20 to walk.
So you didn't stop for 10 minutes and draw dick pics at McPhillamy. So it took me 90 minutes.
No. I mean, there was a slight detour at the bottom of the mountain to grab something out of one of my friend's cars before he went through campsite check. But we're only counting the hour 20 that Strava counts.
Yep.
And on our track walk here, in that braking zone at the chase, where it flattens out between the drop and then the pickup into the corner, there was a bunch of people playing cricket on the track there. I was already past with my American friend who had arrived in the country for the first time 2 days beforehand, and he's thinking, don't hit the ball to me, don't hit the ball to me. And this kid hits the ball straight at him, one bounce. My mate's got a beer in one hand, so he has to catch the ball in the other, and this kid's out. And it's the first time my friend's ever seen cricket played.
Let's go.
Saw a lot of cricket happening in the campgrounds and that. I don't remember that happening that many times. I joined a game of cricket in the campground.
Couldn't get it done, and he loses the spot.
Yep.
Korolev might have got that done then.
And Dial's going to have a bite here.
Yep, dial around the outside. The same move that lost Dial the spot a few laps before.
That was fair play.
That was part of my reason for wanting to back off a little bit, because I kept seeing him do that and go, something's going to go wrong here.
Yeah. Oh, good drivers. I'm going to give him a little bit of credit. It won't go wrong.
Is this lap, Mike?
What's that? What was that, Mark?
I'm just thinking whether it was this lap or not that things get really interesting.
That's the next
I
lap,
think
I
for a
think.
lap or two, I think for a lap or two we give each other a bit of
Yeah,
space because
settles down.
it was getting a bit hairy. We take it from 0.3 to 0.5 to 0.9.
Now, I don't highly recommend this, but I will show my faults. He's on the grass. Yes, I fucked up. This is for you, Mr. Coleman.
Big lock up.
This is actually for you, Mr. Dyke. Watch here how
Look
I
at the
turn right.
rejoin.
How I turn right. Exactly. Look at the
Beautiful.
rejoin. Beautiful.
Everyone
Yeah,
take note.
Biggest mistake there was you had Bulldog lined up and you didn't take it.
You're the third person that's told me that. Good little battle here. This little pack is bunched up, and then some.
Well, we would have seen a new team next week with R37. That had to happen.
He could have just claimed the tyres locked up and he had nowhere to go.
Yeah, it was on the grass. Tyres locked up.
Yeah, you can pull it out of the corner.
There was just a slight overlap. And I heard overlap, and I thought, I'll do the right thing by Shannon. I won't crowd him, knowing where we were and the speeds we were doing, and then yeah, just drifted into the grass, and that was the end of me. This pack is howling. There's about 10 laps to go. Yep. Liam Latchford, Nathan Verney, 2 of the rookies in here.
Ooh, yes.
You want to know where the action is? It's in split 4.
Yep. Put on a
That's
show.
why I'm going to be stepping down. Shed my insight to split 4 full time this season.
We will happily allow you to drive the safety car. No
Well,
problems.
a certain discussion in the feedback channel, David, almost saw you broadcasting split 4. Somebody wanted us to move around our broadcasters.
There's a dollar value on everything, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
That's what I said. Yeah, I said.
You never say never. you give a quote that you think they'll reject.
Yeah, well, Splitball has a
Oh, here we
$0
go, here we go.
budget. So if you say more than $1, we're in trouble.
Nice move from the Leighton Larrikin. He's going to get it done here on Rosie. Might just pop back up the front. Pato has a new car behind him. Mr. Dial is moved out a bit on Coral Lift now. Pato with a little bit of breathing space.
Not for long.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you call that breathing space, then
At least for a couple of laps.
see what pressure is.
At least for a couple of laps.
Yeah.
Fans at the top of the mountain, they're on their feet, they're holding their stubby holders above their heads, and they're cheering for Mark Dial to get this pass done.
And it's good to see 3 Mustangs out there in the lead too. Look at that.
Don't worry, they'll still complain about parity.
Yeah.
Can we open up perhaps like a betting market on when iRacing will get the Supra? Because if it's at the same pace as Gen 3 originally, we're going to have to wait another 18 months.
Yeah. I hope it's not that long.
I hope while they're over here doing the Supra, they go and scan the Gold Coast.
That'd be good.
Well, if they were smart, they wouldn't have needed to come here to scan the Supra. They will have done it when it was in North Carolina in
True.
January or December or whenever it was. But I haven't heard anything that suggests that happened.
And it's interesting when you start talking about people scanning things and stuff. I had dinner a month ago with a representative from a LiDAR company. LiDAR, which they use LiDAR to scan these circuits and stuff. And his former job was with one of the LMP teams in the WEC, and he would go and scan particular curbs at particular tracks so that they could take it back to their simulator. So big dollars in scanning stuff.
Are you aware of the restrictions on cartography in China that might theoretically make it illegal for iRacing to scan any racetracks, including Shanghai there?
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me with China.
Then I was reading the manual about how the GPS system in the BMW M4 GT3 collects data, and I'm like, is there a chance that this is illegal in China?
Highly.
Like, does it collect too much accurate GPS information about racetracks?
Chinese are very interesting, particularly when it comes to things like GPS navigation and GPS. Like they have their whole... Oh, hello, Nathan. Oh, got away with that one. They have their whole system, which is wholly driven around their own satellites for their own navigation and their own tracking.
Their own maps that are not aligned compared to the rest of the world's
Yep.
maps. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you'd need someone in China who actually really wanted iRacing to scan Shanghai for it to be able to happen, rather than just iRacing throwing money at it.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to throw money at the government to make it happen. Basically,
The right people to tick the right boxes to allow it to be happen.
I've got a solution. Don't worry about Shanghai. Just get the Gold Coast.
It'll be
Well, I
good.
think Good has got a solution in the chat there.
God, I'll skip one part. Yeah. Dear, oh dear.
But how are the curves? He's back. Pato doing well here. We might go a bit further back. Cole, if he's got back on the end of the trail. Going to go back Dale Harvey and Eda Buckland. Bit of a battle back here as well. A little bit sidetracked. Simon Black in the chat as well. Let's go find a scary moment. That. Good looking livery. Big thanks to Billy Mole for the new looking livery. Sorry. Sorry, Joseph.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Careful
Oops.
how far you reverse. Always got to be careful how far you
Pato
reverse.
down to Pato. Gave him the big heave too. What was that, Mark?
Karloff
Yeah,
gone
well, that was because Pato got a bad run out of the Forest Elbow, so I took the liberty to make a run at him, and it didn't work. I bounced off the curb. He gave me plenty of room. I just bounced off the curb and into the side of him, and then when I locked down, Mike got me.
So if I was
and
to
I
go
got
to,
a 2 for 1.
so if I was to go to other league I'm involved in, so that was intentional contact.
For sure.
No, it's like I said to Pato last night. It was one of those moves that anyone would have taken, and yeah.
It's all right. I'm just staring you up.
It was there to be taken.
Just staring you up.
And Mike had a little two at that lap in the last corner. So
See the front.
damaged his
He's
car.
got front damage, yeah.
So Pato's withstood and defeated Dial. Withstood and defeated Korolev. Next batter up, Michael Hayes.
Yeah, I hate he's got anything for him. Not after what I've just been behind him for how many laps.
I definitely got close. I just was being very cautious.
That's more
I was
than
going to say, it was the most intense
Peck.
race.
Oh, Peck's gone.
Peck's just gone.
Yeah.
Peck's in split 3.
I was going to say Peck is just on his way to split 3.
So did Freya start so far back because of a penalty, or is he just not qualify and work his way through the field?
Worked his way through the field.
Okay. That's very impressive. 34 spots.
Mm. Waiting for the drug test to come back to make sure it is Darren and not Tom driving.
Dale's got his spot back from Karloff.
Yeah, I wasn't letting you get away with that. But yeah,
And
he
so
had a
when
bit of
they-
damage, it wasn't hard to.
When they do the test, they'll know it's Darren if they do or don't find drugs.
Well,
I think it depends on the
David,
drugs.
David, when you get to a certain age, there's a certain number of drugs that we have to take.
That's why I'm asking.
If they're the sort of weekend ones, it may be
The
a
other
younger
way, yeah.
version.
Yeah, like, is it blood pressure or is it blood pressure? That's what I'm asking.
A little bit of A, a little bit of B, a little bit of cholesterol as well. Shannon Morgan trying to put a bit of pressure now on the great David Worrell. Worrell up 25 spots. That's a fair effort as well.
Yep.
Don't normally see him up towards the front.
Not for a little while. He used to be up there all the time. He just needs a bit more seat time, I think.
Yeah, he's been out of the seat for a fair while. Very focused on other things. Good to see him having a result here.
Seasons back.
Good to see him having some good results here, especially where he's going to be next weekend. Where else is another good little battle? Scotty Perrins, he's left us, of course, but he's still got his lap back, chasing down the entertainer, Robbie Williams.
Robbie's still no front bar. Or he's gone and got a mid bar and then dislodged it again. That's a fair effort to be running around there with no front bar.
Yeah, he didn't like the downforce of having a front bar, so he just flipped it off.
Slowed him down.
And Morgan having a look. Oh, whoa! Hey,
Yeah, that would have
Could
hurt.
have turned right and gone into town.
does the old Gricey into the
Yeah.
wall at Murray's. And that'll be a call for a safety car. A couple of laps left, though. I got a feeling they will say, and no more. We've exceeded the Rogan Josh budget. We can't send him out again. Vernay, sorry, doing very well here.
Do we still have a 4-lap lockout of the safety car?
There we go. Tom Freo in the it's not written, but that's pretty much the under the thumb rule. Tom Freo can confirm it's Darren. Would have fenced it by now. Of course, Tom, one of the pro drivers in the Pro Series for SSR. Kid can steer, that's all I'm going to say. Let's jump back
telling
up.
me that Nanny won't iron him a shirt so he can jump into the chat at the end of the race.
Ah, Becky, you're a pussy.
Yeah, I don't think he realises that he won't be on camera.
Yeah.
Oh, I said that to him. I said he was too short to be seen on camera. And he said, Nanny's only wearing a shirt to wear. I said, what, clothes? I commentate naked. And still haven't heard from him. Anyway. Quite simple. I'll do the team's spiel thank you speech for him if he doesn't come on.
Yeah. Yeah, you can help thank the other 6 dwarfs.
It's lap 39.
Pull one out of the bag. Lap 39.
Liam Latchford in the top 10 as the rookie. That is a cracking result. Fairly composed as well. Rosie throwing everything at him but the kitchen fence. Ribbit having a bit of a look back there now after Rose went wide and Griffin.
Yep, it's the only problem with having a crack is you leave yourself open for the car behind you.
That's right. Lap 39 to 41 though. You don't have a crack now. When are you going to?
It's got coral leaf.
Yep, Freer's moving forward again, 5th.
Had a great race.
I think car's working for him. That's all I'm going to say.
It's not wide.
Not wide, exactly.
Wasn't there a conversation about a white 37? What happened to that?
Yeah, we might have to put it in place, eh?
Might have to.
Definitely too high up in this one. Well, they're saying that. I think, John, you win the Van Ryn Cup. I mean, you're up 27. He's only up, what, 17? That's pretty poor.
Yeah, pretty poor. 10 more spots.
Yeah, you get bonus points for positions up in the...
Oh, my.
There's Mr. Peck.
Oh,
Iron that shirt?
good morning, Mark. How are you? He's not going to talk to me.
He hasn't got his ears on yet.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't climbed up to the headset.
Oh, Pato back under pressure. Pecky 15 seconds up the road here. Hazy, is he going to have a last ditch with 2 to go?
Yeah,
Got
no.
anything left in the tank here, Hazy?
I've got plenty left in the tank. I just don't know whether I've got the balls to fucking have a crack at it. I saw what happened to the last 2 blokes that tried to toss it.
You know what Gunter would say to a comment like that, don't you?
Well, lots of stuff, but
Take them out of your purse.
most of them you probably can't put on the broadcast. Yeah, no, Shane just had a really good ability to put the car half a car wide and make you really think about what you're going to do.
Deter you. What you think you're going to do.
I'd like to say a word I never say on SimSpeed.
Ooh. We're better?
Interspecies hybridization.
Fair enough.
You know that, grizzly bears and polar bears can crossbreed.
I didn't know that one. Now, you do know that Jay Kennedy has a seat now.
Yes, I heard he's been upgraded.
Yeah, he's been given a seat. And he does have an entry into Split 4. When's he coming?
I've tried to bully him in the past to not great success, but I reckon he should give it a go. He should give it a go.
Oh, yeah, he's keen. He's keen.
Problem is, you know, if he doesn't get going with it, eventually his son will be faster than him.
Exactly. And he can safely hide down here where it doesn't matter. And have some fun.
Oh, you know I'll come join you guys for Friday night far more often than Jason.
I reckon I'll have you, Scotty Rankin, Sandman. Probably even get Speary.
Yeah, you might even find Reese Gardner.
Last lap, Mr. Mark Peck, 15 seconds up the road, driving himself into Split 3 next week.
I was wearing my lucky socks.
What colour?
The crunchy ones.
The
from under
crunchy.
the bed.
Oh.
He threw the bloody sandbags out, is what he did.
Yeah, well, it's been nice knowing you, Pecky. I look forward to watching Split 3.
So
no, I can't go to Split 3. I'm only 5'5.5".
Out of your favourite tracks, where do you rate this one?
Number 1.
That's what I thought.
And Nord's number 2.
Good
No,
drive.
you
want
so
to bring your A game for Nords, I'm telling you, because I'm not bad there either.
I'll tell you what.
I can tell you every corner on that track, and I can even draw a map of it.
Yeah, so can Worrell. So can Worrell, though.
I love that track.
That is Mr. Peck across the line. Well done, Hazy. Has he got one more to throw into Murray's? I don't think so. I think Pato will have that covered.
I thought about it.
Mr. Dial, 11 seconds back. Going to sneak home in 4th. Good start to the season for buying a ticket to Split 3. Darren Freer up 35 spots in 5th. That is a cracking drive.
That looks like a drive of the day to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
You know
It
who's
is
impressed me? Craig Rose.
Craig Rose up 11 in 7th. Yep.
Yeah, but he's up at the pointy end. It's really good
Yeah.
to see.
Mike Coraliff brings it home in 8th. Anthony Rivet in 9th. In 10th is Dave Worrell up 25 spots for car 25. Nathan Verney, the rookie, up 20 in 11th. Dave Baldock up 17 in 12th. What are we doing? Andrew Johnson up 11 in 13. Daniel Page proves white cars don't finish in the top 10, up 22 for 14th. Ben Ree up 27 for 15th. Kurt Heath is down 6 for 15. Nita Buckland 17. Dave Galley ended up back in 18th. 9th, sorry, still going. Ooh, wait and see. Back in 18th. I got that right the first time. A little bit wide there. I can't see you getting the drop on Anita. Dale Harvey, he has done a great effort as well to get himself up 15 into 19th. And rounding out the top 20 will be the entertainer himself, Robbie Williams, the Springwood Sprout, and he is up 8 in 20th. And Joseph Crenshaw is 21st. 22nd is Scotty Perrins, recovering from a couple of indiscretions we saw earlier. Darren Vermey up 18 in 23. Harris will be 24. 25 is Ash Hall. Marshy 26 up 1 spot. Nick Rudd is 27th. And 28th will be Tony McLean. And everyone has left the server already up the front. So these boys have done really well. Yeah, so I'm going to do this. Mr. Peck. And go back to this one. Congratulations on winning the first race of the season.
I think it was a fluke, but anyway.
First race for the league, was it? No.
Play.
That's your first win for the league.
You got Sebring.
No, he won one last season.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
You got Sebring.
Yeah, it was just a fluke, this one, but.
About to say you've won more races in the league than Dave Baldock. Anyone you want to thank for that victory, mate?
Not yet, but if Crosby gives me some money, I'll thank him. He still hasn't paid me since I've been racing for him. I'm waiting on my paychecks.
I saw him on Monday.
Promising. Yeah, how's he going? Is he hides from me every time I ring him?
I was going to say, it sounds like he's avoiding you, Pecky.
He is. I haven't been paid once since I raced for this team. So,
what do you mean? It was talk of you and him coming down to see me to renegotiate your contract.
Yeah, I know, but I don't have the money to fly there. You haven't been paid yet.
No, but I thought he was going to fly you down so we could do that.
Yeah, you know what he's like?
Hard man. Fair enough. So we won't be thanking him when he's cars.
No, it's good.
It's good?
It was my favourite track. Was my favourite track. So.
Was your favourite? Yeah, I know. That's what I said. That's what I said to everybody. I said, this is this guy's favourite track. He's done a million and gazillion laps around here. He knows what he's talking about, knows what he's doing.
And at Sebring, Mark Dial could have taken that race off me at any time, you know, and the couple of guys that moved up into Split 3, they were always faster than me. So, you know, me winning Sebring was only just luck, you know, but this one here, I went in pretty confident. Being in Split 4, but if I was in Split 3, I wouldn't get a look in. You know, they're all way too fast.
Don't start talking it down now, Pecky. You're on your bus ticket sorted.
No, well, look, I went through this with Van Ree, and he said to me, "Not until I get to 5'6", and I'm only 5'5.5". So, as far as I know, I'm staying down.
You're safe.
Yeah.
Someone buy him some high heels.
Yeah, we'll just add a couple more inches to your booster seat. You'll be right.
Yeah, I'm only little, so I need to stay down there.
Yeah,
well, we're going to take your booster seat next week before the next race.
So. We'll talk about Mr. Crosby and what's going on there. We'll see if we can sort something out.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah. Now, the man that was in second was Mr. Patterson. He worked his little ringer off all night. Didn't have your pace, Pecky, but he drove really, 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 really well. And I know he would like to thank John Vandermeulen, his personal little coach that coaches him a fair bit. But I'd also know he'd like to thank Wodonga Carts and Parts, Promotions, Carts Australia, Stone Street Plumbing, Super Cheap Auto, Rebel Sports, BCF Macpacks, Pool Guys Adelaide, LCG Images, Dave 37 Racing, Wallboys Motorsport, Send It, Don't Bend It, Amp Air, M1 Cars, and Pecky's Performance and Dyno Tune. And I know he was under a lot of pressure all night, and he worked his little butt off and did really well. Very proud of what you did last night, Pato. Man in third is, of course, Mr. Michael Hayes. Anyone you want to give a thanks to, Hazy?
Yeah, well, I'd also like to thank Sean. He's definitely helped quite a bit over the last 2 seasons or so. And Gary Buckland. Gary's been putting in plenty of time with not only myself, but the rest of the team. Phil Marsh, he does almost everything for our team as far as paints, fuel strategies and everything. So he's definitely somebody that looks after us every week. And just the league sponsors, so RaceKraft and the other guys that help us to put this on every week.
Too easy, Hazy. And then we have one job left, boys, and that is who is the drive of the day, which is a very, very interesting part. Of course, sponsored by M1 Used Cars, where Pecky's payments have gone.
Be hard to go past Darren Freer.
It is. It's going to do a quick double check on the license. And yeah, I reckon it's definitely got to be Darren. He wasn't the one starting from pit lane on the list. And yeah, I've probably got to say Darren for me as well. What about you, lads? Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll go Darren.
Yeah, I don't have
Bad
any
luck
objections.
to Worrell.
The Worrell's up there, but I think 35 versus 25. That is a fair effort for Darren.
Well, if I'm staying in split 3, I'll put my vote in for John Van Ree. If I'm staying in split 4, I mean. But if I'm going up to split 3, then Freer gets it. Simple as that.
I can't vote for myself. Pato in the chat going for Freer as well. So definitely the feeling there. We'll definitely better get the right car on the screen. But yeah, definitely going to go to Darren Freer. Great effort from Darren. Of course, Coach Tom will be pretty happy with that one. Great drive. Amazing what he can do when he hasn't got Bruce Galloway in his ear. Picking that one out of the tree. Anyway, that is where we're at with that one. Next week, we are at the one and only Road America. As we said, the broadcast times. I'll get them up for you. There they are there. They're the broadcast times for next weekend. Of course, for those who want to follow the Bathurst 6 hour, Saturday from 11:45 to 5:30 all over Fox and KO. And then on Sunday, 9:15 to 5:30 on Fox and KO as well. Fair chance that you will get from 9:15, you'll get the support races for the day. Speaking of support races for the Bathurst 6 hour, our great DSO, Jake Burton, will be up there with his XL, beating around the Bathurst circuit as well. And then, of course, the main game, the Bathurst 6 hour. Our one and only Dave Worrell will be up there with a Kia Stinger. Of course, if you're going to be watching, looking out for it, it's car 33 Class B1. I think the car will get, being the first time that a Kia Stinger is going to the 6 hour, it'll probably get a little bit of publicity, hopefully. Good crew up there. A bit worried about one of the guys in the refueling team, but we'll definitely work out that as we go. And that is that. So, like I said, our broadcast, though, will probably be Monday night, hopefully if I'm still in one piece and I haven't done a Ricky Bobby running down pit lane. Yeah, it's definitely where it's at. I won't be racing. I won't be around. We'll be a few people short. Want to reiterate, respect safety, respect race control. I want to reiterate, be careful of your rejoins. And that's about all I've got. Unless any of these other boys have got any other words they want to mention.
Looking forward to Road America.
Yep.
Yeah, basically, yeah, bring it.
We're coming for you, Pecky.
Yeah.
Let me guess, it's your third favourite track after Bathurst and
Third. Yeah,
third,
I was there
yeah.
last night practicing. I'm going there, and I'm sitting in the rig now. I'm going to go do some practice laps right now.
I'll be very careful with your motion rig after all that ice cream you just ate sitting in that
Yeah,
driving. Remember, you've got that little stomach,
Yeah, I know.
not a full man's stomach. Anyway, on that note, we might wrap this one up. I just want to say a huge thank you to Dan Page stepping up to be one of our regular commentating team this week. You've done a good job, Dan. Probably give you
Jordan, thank you.
I've brought Dave Haynes in as the critique, so I'm sure Dave's probably going to give you an 8.5 or a 9 out of 10 for that. Mark Dial, pleasure as always. Mr. Peck, you're always welcome. As long as you don't tell us to see you in Northern Territory. Hazy, big thank you again to you, mate. Making sure that I had everything ticked except for the one bloody thing that I needed ticked.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, and a huge thank you, of course, everybody out in the Discord chat. It definitely helps when we have them there getting involved in the conversation and bringing up a fair bit of chat and topics to talk about. On that note, have fun at Road America. It's a track I like. It's a bummer we've missed it. Enjoy the rain. And
Go away with you.
Yeah.
I'm not racing. Not my problem. Enjoy the rain and enjoy the dark and fog.
Enjoy Bathurst.
On that note, we'll wrap this one up, and I'll see everybody again in another time. Thanks for watching.
Racing the RaceKraft PT1 custom-built full chassis racing simulator. The design project, codenamed The Cage, an 80/40 extrusion chassis sitting on top of a Sigma Integrale DK2 Plus 4-point full motion actuator system. No compromises in the cockpit of the PT1 simulator. To maximize the experience, we start with a 49-inch ultra-wide monitor for the greatest field of view in a small footprint of the simulator, down to the SimuCube wheelbase that's tucked up and behind the monitors with SimCore extensions to get things out of the driving area. Everything is connected to a Cube Controls GTX steering wheel with the built-in dash and all the extra button functions available at your fingertips. Driving through the Raceworks S1 pedals, the potentiometer throttle and the 2 hydraulic pedals for brake and clutch ensures you maximize the feel underfoot, and seating yourself into an OMP HTER bucket racing seat with OMP belts connected to a G-belt tensioner to provide that extra feeling and the heightened experience while you're driving. Additional interfaces and accessories in the PT1, we have twin butt kickers, one on either side of the OMP seat, as well as a Jinx sequential shifter, the SimPush Race Logic timer to the left-hand side, a RaceKraft built-in WinSim kit with Philips Hue lighting and a built-in soundbar, plus the OMP side net to finish off the experience in the PT1. The RaceKraft PT1, build number 1, the ultimate in sim racing experience, combining the best products in the market with the passionate, no compromise approach that goes beyond racing simulation.